I want to remind you that it was Benjamin Franklin who told us that the key to our success was an informed public. What's happening is proof that we've been uninformed, misinformed, disinformed, and it's proof that we've been propagandized.
Yeah, ever since the 80s.
And beyond, ever since the 80s and beyond.
Well, it was in the 80s that Ronald Reagan fast-tracked Rupert Murdoch's citizenship. It was in the 80s that Ronald Reagan ended the Fairness Doctrine, or ended the enforcement of it. It was actually Obama who took it off the books. It was in the 80s that Reagan stopped enforcing the equal time rule. It was in the early 90s, well, in the 1996, in the mid-90s, that Bill Clinton signed the Telecommunications Act that ended the limits on how many radio and television stations and newspapers an individual billionaire could own. And
it sounds to me, excuse me if I interrupted, but it sounds to me that we the people have been waged war against.
Yeah, well, it's one way to describe
the question becomes, the question becomes, what was the weapon? It's easily identifiable for me. The weapon was the money.
Mm-hmm.
They've been beating us over the head with their money since...
Well, as rich people have been doing since before the time of Jesus. I mean, this is an old story here, Bill.
I'm a Star Trek Society kid, like when they abolished money. There's got to be a better way, Tom. I mean, you get in a fight with somebody with a stick, forget about the somebody. Take away that stick. And I'm serious. Those of us that don't have any money or have little money or scraping by, if you take away our money, we're going to get by. Take it away from the rich people, they go crazy.
Yeah.
Let's make them go crazy.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of raising the top income tax rate back up to 90% and the corporate tax rate back up to 50% to encourage corporations to invest in R&D instead of just passing money out to their, to their executives and stockholders through stock buybacks. It worked. It worked really well for this country for 40 years, but it ain't going to happen this year.
There's one other thing we have to admit. That the media, not you, but the media that the people don't support directly has been captured.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what you do in war. You don't just kill people, you capture things.
Yep. Yeah, and if you really truly want to take control of a country, you have to take control of its media. It's why that's what dictators always do first thing.
Our media that we don't pay for directly, like you.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with MSNBC, because they've got so many Republicans on there, and are they going to form a loyal opposition to Trump and Vance and Project 2025, or are they going to start saying, this Project 2025 stuff, it's a lot of good Republican ideas. Maybe it's not so. I have no idea how it's going to shake out, but I think it's going to be real interesting.
I always thought the sure sign of when the revolution started is when the communication towers started to fall.
Yeah. We'll see, Bill. We'll see. Thanks a lot for the call, and thanks for watching us on Free Speech TV there in Sun City, Arizona. Appreciate it. We'll be right back with more of your calls in just a moment.